America's cities have a ton of amazing art and music, so I'm going to visit a few to sample the sights and sounds shaping our cultural landscape, all in the brand new Scion IM. I'm Ross Thomas, and this is Grid Guide. Today, I'm headed into San Francisco to check out the Mission District, one of the city's hotbeds of art and music. And I'm meeting up with someone who knows the city like the back of his hand, multi-talented visual artist Sirron Norris. His work is even featured in Balmy Alley, one of the city's famous street art venues.
Sirron?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hop in. Nice to meet you. Man, nice to meet you. You said the heart of the mission. This looks like the heart of the mission to me.
I've been here almost 20 years. I always wanted to be an artist, but never knew exactly what kind of art I wanted to do. When I moved to San Francisco, I saw these murals, and I was really inspired by being able to speak to a large amount of people. Back when I started putting my first mural up, it was probably in 1999. No one really cared about the mission all that much. All the walls and the spaces were really available at that time. So I really got fortunate to be able to have a voice at a time where not that many people were listening. And now all of a sudden the mission's become really popular. And now my murals are seen by a lot of people.
Why is this place so special to the Mission District? There are a bunch of alleys all throughout the Mission District that have murals in them, but this is the first one. The thing about this alley is it's filled with traditional murals, and that's about creating a story, talking about the pride that the community has, talking about our battles and our struggles, and letting people witness those through our murals.
I mean, there's some pretty rich history in this alley, and you actually have a mural. We're standing in front of Victorian.
This is Victorian El Defensor de la Mission. It's Victorian Defender of the Mission. 6 Victorian houses, one block of Victorian houses. Each house has a different family inside. This is a metaphor of collectively having all these families come together as this huge robot and fight gentrification. No matter how many of these buildings change and how the mission changes, the spirit of the people here is never gonna change. And you can kind of see that on the walls, you can see that on the streets, you can see the protests that happen on 24th Street. It's still very much alive.
Sirron, this has been incredible. Balmy Alley absolutely blew my mind. What else can you show me in the Mission?
You know, we just saw all this beautiful art in the street, and the Mission has a really pretty cool gallery scene as well. I actually have a gallery that I have a deep connection to, and that's Ren Gallery. I'd love to take you there.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out.
You know, I actually got to see this gallery start from the ground up when it was just plain old Victorian. They gutted the bottom and turned it into a gallery, and I had an opportunity to show a lot of work there. What I love about this space is this San Francisco aesthetic that's everywhere. You know, it's a little illustrative, a little cartoony, and definitely urban. These artists are actually like really super local artists that actually are also muralists. So Ruben Brood, he has a mural over at the Public Library in Bernal Heights. Ursula Young, she does tons of Victorian stuff. She's a huge mural that just went downtown.
They use all of the space. Like, there's no space wasted for art.
We try to use as much space as we can because we don't have a lot of it.
I want to talk about this floor in here. This is super impressive.
Back before they opened in 2005, we actually made this floor, and it's just made out of wood stain, a bunch of different colors like walnut, cherry. If you look around, it's actually a bunch of local businesses. This piece is super interesting. I feel like it's got this 60s, 70s disco vibe a little bit,
totally.
But then like it's Tron techie out, you know? There's all kinds of different things going on here. It's awesome.
So what's next? Where are we headed?
You know, we saw this visual art, and I think what's really important is this other side, and that's music. San Francisco, just in general, has always had a thriving music scene, and specifically in the Mission, I mean, you know, we've had these great artists like Carlos Santana. There's this one place that's really kind of keeping the spirit of music alive in the Mission, and that's the chapel. So here we are at the main room of the chapel.
Wow, man, this place is amazing.
We're actually in literally the chapel section of what once used to be a mortuary. We like to recycle here. That's what San Francisco is. If we do something, you know, it's really important that we maintain this character, that we maintain this culture, but yet bring this new thing in.
It's such a wild concept to think about, but you have the restaurant next door, the vestry, and that's actually where the embalming took place.
Exactly.
And now it's a restaurant where people are eating. You come next door, you can watch your favorite band. It's pretty awesome.
It is. We're actually here when it's relatively calm, but soon it's going to be filled with a lot of people and a lot of energy. The chapel is actually a center of a music revival here in the Mission.
Oh man, what an incredible day, Sirron. Thank you so much for taking the time to show me around the Mission District.
Right on, man. Be safe on the rest of your trip.
All right, take it easy.
Right on.
Wow, what an incredible ride through the Mission District in San Francisco. This place is truly off the hook. From the murals in Balmy Alley to the Ren Gallery to the bumpin' sounds of the chapel, San Francisco Mission District packs all that culture into this one little neighborhood. It should truly be on everyone's to-do list. And stay tuned and follow us as the adventure continues to our next city, Sacramento. I'm Ross Thomas. Thanks for watching Grid Guide on Mademan, brought to you by Scion.